Hello beauty, today we are going to learn how to walk on heels. And I know you're like, I've done that before, I can do that, but today I'm gonna teach you how to make it look sexy as fuck. I have a tutorial on how to warm up your feet, your ankles, and your calves before you start walking, dancing, whatever on heels. If you want, it is linked up here so you can watch it and warm up if you didn't. And if you have, then stay here and let's start. We're gonna jump right into it. Make sure that you're wearing your heels. You can pause it if you haven't yet. We're gonna start in a bevel. A bevel, make sure you touch the front of your toes, so like in my case, there's a little bump here. Touch the bumps. Make sure that your foot is a little bit turned out, so I don't want to see this. I want to see turned out a little bit. You're touching the side of your foot on your heel and the little bump at the front, and then you push into your hip. So you're sitting, my right leg is bent and touched on the toe, and then I sink into my left hip. This is our starting position for everything. You make sure that your knees are crossed over because we don't want to look straight into your sexy area. We are going to keep everything closed. And then if you want, you can add a little sassy arm in the side. Make sure that your chest is up, titties to the front, nipples protecting. In the distance, basically your titties are pointing where you're going. Keep that in mind. Use that however the fuck you want. And then we are going to have one arm in your side. You don't have to if you want. You can also keep them here, but you can keep them to the side. But make sure that they're a little bit behind your body. I'm going to show you here. So I don't want to see this because this means that your shoulders are hanging a little bit to the front. But I just said that I want your titties and your nipples projecting out. So instead of standing like this, I want you to roll them back. It's gonna feel a little bit extra, but today we are extra. So you roll your shoulders back, you keep your titties to the front, ribs in, because I don't wanna see this. We're not hanging, we're keeping everything nice and collected. You roll. Then what happens, or should be happening naturally a little bit, is that your arms can't stay here. They can't stay in the front of your body. So with you, your arms are also a little bit to the back. So if you choose, I want to make sure that you see the difference between this, and this. So make sure that you're a little bit behind the sideline of your body. Got it? Okay, then we're gonna start walking. Did you think that you were gonna have to do so much before you even took a step? Probably not, but that's okay because we're learning today. So you're standing in your bevel, push out, you have your arms either down, shoulders rolled back, or one arm here. Either is fine. You can also use two arms, whatever you want. Then we are going to take a step. And the step is gonna drag. If you've done the warm up, it's kind of like the tendu that we did at the end. So your foot is connected to the ground and then you transfer your weight. So again, you drag it in, you drag it in, you drag it in, and then you step out. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, this is such a beginner tutorial, but this is the basics of everything. Because if you ever do a dance class on heels, you're gonna be walking all over the place. Basically, all you do is walking on heels while also doing dance moves. So this is the absolute basic that you really need to nail. And still, I've been dancing for years, but this is still something I go back to practice. So you drag your foot, you drag it in a little bit because you don't wanna, again, open this. You keep it a little bit hidden because we all like little secrets. We all want to leave everything up to our imagination. So you drag it in, you put it down on the ground and you transfer your weight. Then make sure that you also transfer your hip. So you kind of sink into your hip. Let me back up a little bit because you can't see my feet anymore. And then if you want to build on this, if this is already too much, then stop here, practice this, that's okay. I am fully prepared to see a drop off of views at this point in the video because I know this is a lot. If not, and you want to challenge yourself, we are going to add something. So we are going to step, and then I want you to play with wherever you are going. So you pick a point where you are walking and you imagine it to be your crush. You look at that point and you kind of flirt with your eyes. So you look down and up and down and up. And then if you want, you can add your arms. So you can drag them over your body super slow while you walk and while you come close to your crush. I hope that helped. Let me know in the comments if you like this tutorial, if you want to see more like this, and make sure to subscribe, and I see you next time. Bye.